Bringing together different silos within an organisation, it's easy to say, but it's definitely hard to do, isn't it? I mean, or is it? In this day and age, is it getting easier to bring together the different parts of a firm or an organisation?
We don't suggest that it's by any means easy to bring together different parts of a financial services organization. Today's organizations are built on an omnibus fashion, together with insurance, banking, wealth, investment capabilities, and you have domestic operations, extraterritorial operations, and global operations. So all of these are different views, but for an operating structure and a target operating model, they can actually be brought together, especially when it comes to financial crime. There are certain components of the DNA of making this all work together that enable the view of saying, well, let's join the dots. Let's bring this together in such a way that we don't have to reinvent the wheel each time there's a new piece of legislation or a new component part of regulation or a rule that may happen here in Australia, in the region of Asia Pacific, or globally. And that's an important concept, and many organizations are beginning to bring that together under one tent.
When you say under one tent, you mean under one department, one person?
Well, there's different ways of doing things. Of course, every organization has their own culture, and every organization has their own way of dealing with things, either because of budget, because of current structure, or because of goals within their own market. After all, businesses are out there to make a profit for their shareholders and increase and maintain the trust and customer centricity that they have in their own markets. That's their goal, that's why they exist, and that's completely commendable. When we look at bringing this together, we really take a look at common elements. Elements as simple as a name, elements as simple as where you live or when you were born and where you were born. They all sound very easy, but when you have many different systems, many different departments, many different regulations, being able to knit that together in a common view is quite difficult. And yet, we believe, and we have assisted organizations globally move forward in that direction, taking tens and even sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars of cost out of their year-over-year operating budget. And, you know, the cost of non-compliance is abhorrent. I mean, we've seen over $1 billion fines occur from global regulators, and that was just the tip of the iceberg, because the cost of business disruption for those organizations of having to deal with these events is horrendous. However, by looking at that from the perspective of what can financial crime management in terms of a holistic strategy bring back to an organization in terms of value to the front line, value in terms of providing better customer service. I mean, I don't know, when you go to a financial service organization or even a telecommunications company, your expectation is that they know who you are. That they're not going to keep asking you for the same piece of identification every single time you come over to the branch or when you log on for a new product and so on. So the competitive advantage of having a customer-centric capability is today's world only good service through multiple channels and on a global basis.